Yo, what up, SciFam? All right, so before we jump in to get a full-on tour of each page of the Sci-Hub, you'll remember that this box over here is what that intro page looked like. So I'm using that to represent the Sci-Hub. Now, another aspect of being successful in learning about this virus education, about the coronavirus, is that you have some type of online learning platform. Now, in most cases, it's going to be something like Google Classroom or maybe even Schoology, but I'm going to abbreviate Google Classroom here as my online learning platform. Now, the only way that we can really show your teachers and demonstrate your knowledge is for you to be the bridge, the one that kind of holds both of these things together. So you're the bridge that connects the Sci-Hub to your learning platform. So you're going to go to the Sci-Hub, and the Sci-Hub is going to be basically like your task list or your to-do list, or, if you always look to your teacher to tell you what to do, well, it could be like your teacher. But in this case, when learning online, your teacher will actually be over here in the Google Classroom, and they will be providing you feedback on your answers to let you know how you did answering the different questions. And they're also going to then answer the questions that you have. But the Google Classroom is essentially just your turn-in tray. So you'll turn things in, and you'll also receive those assignments back in Google Classroom. So after you turn things in, make sure that you take a look and see how you did in terms of how you scored on those assignments before you move too far along on that task list on the Sci-Hub. Speaking of the Sci-Hub, let's take a tour. All of the pages start with a long-term learning target because over this whole unit, we're going to be able to explain how the 2019 coronavirus affects humans and their communities. But again, we all need to start at the same point. We all need to gain our skills. So we're all going to start at the green circle, and the learning target just for the green circle is to identify patterns of viruses. Okay, so to start, we're going to begin with the tasks. First task. If you have a notebook, you're going to create a title page. If you don't have a notebook, well, get a piece of paper, make yourself a title page, and in the end here, you could paperclip or staple all your papers together. But this is like a way to put a title to all of this. So what we're going to be learning is about the 2019 coronavirus. The second thing you'll do is you're going to watch the video notes below and record, remember, on actual factual paper, a science notebook page, as you learn about the 7 attributes of living things. Now, if you've already learned about this, don't worry, because this is the green circle. We're just like remembering and bringing all this stuff back to our memory so that we can move forward on stable footing. So you can watch that video, and as you watch the video, pause it and record those notes. The third thing you're going to do is to explore the world of viruses as you complete a YouTube binge assignment. So if I click on this YouTube binge assignment, it's actually going to take me to Google Classroom because this is where your YouTube binge assignment will be at. So you're going to click on your class. This is just a sample class so I can show you. And you're going to click here on the classwork button. Now, if you're on a browser, it's up in the top in the middle, but click that classwork button. This is where everything is going to be organized for you. Now, you might not see all the assignments. Your teacher might only have some of the assignments available. They might put all of them up here too, but make sure you remember what assignment it was that you were looking for. So again, I was looking for the green circle. You can see the little parentheses I used to signify green circle, YouTube binge, and it's called viruses. So let's go back to Google Classroom and find the classwork, YouTube binge viruses. There it is. Okay, so then you can get that assignment and complete it, turn it in to your teacher, and then move on to the next assignment. The next one's also on Google Classroom. This one's called What Are Viruses? So if I click on the icon there, it'll take me to Google Classroom. I can click on Science, click on Classwork, and then there it is. What are viruses? There's the assignment. You can see it's next in line. Okay, you should know some patterns here. All right, then another science notebook page. And then, like I promised, before you have all the assignments done, the last thing you'll do is a level up quiz. Remember, use your science notebook pages. Once you get 100% on the level up quiz, then you have completed all of the tasks. And now it's time to complete the green circle assessment. Then you'll move on to the blue square tasks, but you got to complete this green circle assessment first. So go ahead and click the link. Click the icon. If you go into Science, Classwork, again, you'll see the level up quiz when you need to take it, and you'll also see that assessment that you need to take. Remember, assessments are worth 60% of your grade. You only get to revise it once, so do your best, take your time, and then after you're happy with your score, on that assessment, then you can move on to the blue square. So you click the blue square button, and it's very similar. It's still the same long-term learning target because it's the learning target we're going to work on for this whole unit. The blue square, though, is going to actually do something a little different. Now we're going to start to distinguish the attributes of the 2019 coronavirus. You can see the tasks. It looks very similar to the last page. There's some Science Notebook pages, some Google Classroom assignments, a level up quiz. There's a list of all the assignments. There's the final assessment for the blue square. Once you get done with that and you're happy, then you'll move on to the black diamond. Once you move to the black diamond, same long-term learning target. There's the learning target for the black diamond, and you kind of get the gist. There you go. It's very similar. It kind of repeats itself, and everything can be found on Google Classroom. So when you get done with the black diamond assignment, there will be a summative assessment, meaning that you'll use everything you learned on this final assessment here. And once you're done with that summative assessment, you get to move on to the double black diamond. And remember, this is where on the Ski Resort people have some playfulness, they show off their skills. And in this double black diamond, you're going to create content to raise awareness and prevent the spread of the 2019 coronavirus. So this will be the final thing that you work on even after that final assessment. And there's several choices of things that you can do in order to share your knowledge. All right, well, this is all of my knowledge. I hope that you enjoy the journey as you navigate through the Sci-Hub. And welcome to the Sci-Fam, y'all. Go ahead and click the button below, and let's begin.